What is going on, losers? Welcome to Lost Losers Podcast. I am your host, Mr. John Bequette, joined once again this week by my beautiful bride, the tots of the show, Miss Andrea. Our beautiful dog, Rosie. If you're watching on YouTube, she's sitting here with us as well. Coming from us live from some shithole in Kentucky, young Jamie.
What up?
There you go, Jamie. No Donnie this week. Donnie has to do wifely errands, so he is not with us, as everyone can see or you can hear. But real quick, if you're watching on YouTube, do us a favor, hit the subscribe button. If you're listening on the Apple Podcast, do us a favor, leave us a 5-star review. If you're listening anywhere else, subscribe, like, share, do all that wonderful things for us. And now let's get into this. How was everyone's week? How has everyone been? Jamie, I'm going to start with you first because I think it might be easier just to start with me. I got notebooks, shit. I'm not good. This one is going to, this power, if you don't know, it's not been a good day for John. I'm fucking drinking. I'm about ready to light a fucking joint. This podcast that you're listening to is going to probably get off the rails pretty goddamn quick. I'm going to let everyone know that. So usually I try to keep things lighthearted in my joking ways. This one might be the first one where everyone gets a taste of what you hear if you came to my house. And I'm going to apologize if I offend you. I don't mean to offend. I don't mean to hurt your feelings. They're just words. They're jokes. After that, that's your own goddamn fucking problem. Get over it. Now let's fucking do this. Jamie, what do you got for me? What do you have? Anything good?
I had a good one yesterday because I had a moment of, do you ever have those moments where you're surprised by how calm you reacted to something?
Yes.
Yeah. And if this would have been most days, I feel like I would have lost my shit. But I was just walking out of work. There was some guy that was a native Spanish speaker and stuff like that. And so I got to talk to him and talk through Google Translate and stuff. And I fucking enjoy that a shit ton. And so I walked out of work super happy, just being fucking great day. And walk out of work and almost get hit by one car, this green car that just zoomed past the front of the mall.
Hold on.
And
time up. You almost got hit by a car for the third time in your life.
Yes. No, that's not the third. That's fucking countless. I don't know.
Whatever. Okay, so but officially struck with a car.
Yes.
Twice before.
Yes.
Got it. Continue. Sorry.
And then got to almost getting to my car, which was on the far side of the parking lot, and another car comes up real fast, and I walk in front of them because I'm just oh, I have the right of way. It's a fucking parking lot. You're supposed to be going 10 miles an hour anyways. And so I was just whatever, I'll go ahead and walk. And they fucking came screeching halt, got out, 3 girls got out of the car and everything, started yelling at me. And I just walked past and go to my car because I'm just whatever, do what you need to do, say what you need to say. And end up getting called a Jesus looking motherfucker as I get to the Rover. And I turn around.
Hold on. Okay, so you're in a crosswalk in a parking lot. You walk in front of a vehicle.
Yes.
These lovely birds get out of their vehicle and proceed to MF and say whatever to you.
Yeah, just started saying random stuff, just what the fuck was that for? Just what are you doing? All this stuff. And all I said was hey, you driving through, you're an asshole. And I didn't yell, I didn't raise my voice. I was just that's all I said. And then I turned around and kept walking.
You're it's a crosswalk.
And then I just kept walking, and they're just you Jesus looking motherfucker. And I turn around and they throw a water bottle at me. Oh wait, Andrea needs to hear that. Or she already knows, but
they threw a water bottle at you?
Motherfucker, turn around and they threw a water bottle at me. It was so funny because I didn't I watched her throw it and I was oh, she's got terrible aim.
Did
Like
you?
immediately, I was just
You
like, "This
should've-
is not gonna fucking hit me." So I
You
just
should have
stood
looked
there.
you should have looked at her and went like, "Hey, are you trying to drown me? I can walk on that."
Yeah, I
You
had a
know?
buddy that
Like-
messaged me about it,
like,
being
for
like,
fuck's
"Did you
sakes.
turn it into wine?"
Yeah, you want me to turn it into wine for you? Like, oh, come on.
But it hit the rover and like splashed all over me, and so there's just a picture of me being like I drove home shirtless because I was just like, "This is annoying."
Oh. Young Jamie just making people angry by walking
And like
through a
it
parking lot.
was so funny because like I just had like a smile on my face the entire time.
Okay, you're just like, I don't know what you want to do in that situation, but first of all,
Really?
America. All right,
It was so
continue.
funny because like I just had a smirk on my face the entire time and just was super calm about it for some reason. Like just didn't get worked up about it. Just was like, whatever. You need to yell apparently today.
Considering you must be having a worse, it's one of those moments where you're just like,
Yeah, that like
clearly you're having a worse day than me.
yeah.
Are you good? You good? Okay. Do you
Like,
feel better?
it
You feel better. I need you to feel better before I can walk away. Do you feel better? Okay. Are you okay? Good. Thank you for the bottle of water. I hope you have a nice fucking day. That's one of those fucking moments.
Weird. And as they got back in the car, I even yelled at him, just like, "Have a great day." Like I was just like so just like, man, whatever.
Toodles.
Yeah.
Just toodles. Like, God damn.
The weirdest fucking thing.
Woo. Sorry about that,
And
ladies.
found out that being walked in on doesn't really bother me.
Your mom walked in on you, huh?
No,
Sister,
no. We're
brother-in-law.
just friends.
Oh, your friends walked in on. Yeah, that's something. Oh man. Oh no, you're. Oh nope.
No, we were over at her apartment and we were
Okay.
tripping. And at some point we wanted to go to her room and chill out. And so we kicked everyone out of her room and we're just laying there. And she was like, "But people are gonna walk in." And I was like, "They're obviously away so that we could have sex. Like they made it fucking clear." And all this stuff. And eventually started, and I just hear Megan, her roommate, at some point like be like, "Hey, remember to do the dishes." And then it was like, "I'm heading out, bye," and like shut the door. And I was like, what the fuck?" Like I was going down on her, and so I couldn't see anything, and I was just like, all right.
No, you could see something, and it was called Jesus. That's what you could see at that moment of time. You couldn't hear anything except for, "Hey, I want to do the dishes," and that was about it. And it probably came out like, that was it. That was it. That's all you got, man.
And then
Well-
later the night, we were in the living room, and I was behind her hitting, and had like just a blanket over my shoulders and stuff. And her roommate and her roommate's girlfriend or piece of the night or whatever the fuck it was, came out and was like, "Oh, hey, what's going on?" I just kind of looked up and was like, "Hey, what's up?" And just continued going. I was just like, "Oh, okay."
When so you're in your younger days, and then I'll tell this story. Then we'll move on to my beautiful bride. I got this story for you. So when I checked in on the ship when I first got there, I think I was there. So I showed up, we went on deployment, and then we came off deployment. And like my second day in the United States with these group of guys, I was sitting at like their house that they were renting.
Yeah.
Hold on, excuse me, my mouth just got really dry. But select tastes delicious today. So we're sitting there, and one of the guys went on the date with what they called the pizza girl, because supposedly this has been their pizza delivery person for like a year, and it's been the same girl the entire time because she's been wanting to go on a date with one of the roommates.
Oh, okay.
She finally goes on the date with a roommate, and it's my first day hanging out with these guys in the United States, by the way, even though I went on this deployment with them. So I'm sitting there, we're drinking beer, we barbecue, we're hanging out. This guy shows up back to the house with this date. She gets sloppy and spills a drink on her. Like, spills a drink, and she's like, oh my God, my shirt. Goes and takes off her shirt and proceeds to iron it. I am sitting in the kitchen as the FNG, the fucking new guy. And I'm looking and I'm like, do you guys just have like weird random topless women just ironing shirts? Because she ain't got no bra on and her tits are out. And I just want to make sure, because this might be the coolest fucking house I've ever been in. And they're like, my buddy looks at me and goes, what? All of a sudden, my buddy goes dumb. This is all he could say and just do. He just points. Boobs. 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 That's all I can do. And I'm like, what the fuck is
What
this?
the fuck?
Gets an iron shirt. She goes, puts it back on. She goes, sorry, my shirt got wet. That's the best way so I don't get wrinkles. I went, what kind of fucking house is this, man? It's fucking... But that's what your story reminded me of, because y'all just fucking everywhere. That's good. Good for you guys, though.
Well,
You're open. You're free. It's
like
good for you.
The first night we hung out, when we woke up, we were in the living room, and I just was testing the water, seeing what she was okay with, and I was just like,
stop, Jamie. Hey, before you incriminate yourself, because I know she listens to this podcast, stop talking.
No, she doesn't give a fuck. But we were in the living room, I was just testing the waters, and she was like, you can keep going, they do not give a fuck. And I was just like, all right, cool.
Game on. All right, now that we get done with Jamie's sex life for the week, good on you, buddy. Good for you, fucking in public. There ain't nothing wrong with it. Babe,
Yes.
let's get after it. Jamie had an okay week. Seems like he's been fucking a lot. Now it's going to get dark and dirty now. But get after it.
I have had a shitty week. Like, I don't know how else to explain it.
Do you want to talk about it, or you just want to leave it as is
I'm probably going to leave it as it is
until
I think of something clever to say about it
yep,
without naming specific things.
specific things, people, places?
No, not really places.
You know, that's fine. Everyone have a good. Did you have a good holiday week at least?
Yeah. I had an extra day off.
You know, I hope everyone had a good holiday week.
What are you supposed to do on Labor Day? I'm so confused.
Not a goddamn thing.
You're not supposed to.
Because it's for the laborers, the people who build shit, the people who work every day, the guys who go out and turn wrenches,
Wow.
put lays bricks. Fucking those guys don't do anything. Don't make those are the people that shouldn't even have to fucking barbecue that day.
Yeah.
Like,
We did barbecue.
yeah, we had
Simple
burgers. We did
brats,
burgers and brats and
some nasty ass fucking hot dogs.
I don't know if John
that's what
counts
you
as
learned. Did you
labor.
learn? You did learn that lesson.
I did.
Don't buy all beef hot dogs, because I don't even know why. If you like
I
all
burped
beef
that
hot
fucking
dogs,
thing for like 2 days.
does
It
anybody
was
like
so
all
bad.
beef hot dogs? Are
I
you
do, yeah.
fucking serious?
Yeah.
You got to be fucking kidding me.
That's
You
what
like
I prefer. Yeah.
all beef hot dog? Do you prefer
Yes.
all beef hot?
Oof.
Get the fuck out of here. No one likes all beef hot dogs. Nobody in their right goddamn mind fucking likes all beef hot
Well, you
dogs.
just cleared
Jewish
your
hot
sentence
dogs.
right
I
there.
like them. Yes.
Huh?
You said anybody in their right mind. We never said
Sorry.
Jamie was in
Jewish
his
hot
right
dogs.
mind.
That's what they are. I like them.
No, all
These
beef.
were from Imperfect Foods. They're like uncured, like natural freaking beef hot
I know
dogs.
what you're
was like,
talking
oh,
about.
fuck yeah,
Those
I'll
are
try 'em.
shit.
Yeah,
Those are
they
shit.
tasted like shit. I ate it anyway out of
Those are
spite.
shit. Yes.
But
I
all beef
ate
hot
it out
dogs.
of
No one likes
spite.
all beef hot dogs. I'm just saying.
Yeah, National Hebrews. Those are all beef.
Hebrew Nationals are really good, but they taste different. This was like sucking on
Whatever
a
the
fucking-
seasoning, but all beef hot dogs are gross. I'm not an
It
all
was
beef hot
not-
dog
I was
guy.
not a fan. I'll stick to ballpark. I like ballpark hot dogs.
I want the beaks. I want the cartilage. I want the fucking all that shit.
When you say it like that, it's gross.
I know because I want
Don't
the
even think-
scrapped up
yeah, I
on
think
the floor.
ballparks fuck me up also. It's the nitrates in them. They give me migraines.
The MSG.
No, MSG
Oh, the
I'm fine
nitrates.
with nitrates.
Nitrates.
All right, whatever. What else, baby?
Mm.
All beef hot dogs are gross. Jamie's disgusting.
Oh,
MSG is fun. In culinary school, we got to play with it like MSG powder,
Mhm.
and it's funny as shit because you can just put it on and it tastes. It doesn't taste like anything, but it gives that sensation of
Yeah.
savory.
Yeah, which is weird.
I was singing the Flava Flav song the other day. The 911 is a joke in your town.
Is this when after your
Oh yeah. Get up and get down. 911 is a joke in your town. So I had a family member call 911
For
for
a-
another family member.
which is a non-emergency
It wasn't-
emergency.
It wasn't a dire like life or death emergency, but help was needed. And we're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting enough to where I had a cup of coffee with said family member waiting. I'm like, dude, it's a good thing we're not like dying of a fucking heart attack or something. And the paramedics come in and they're like, oh, the other ambulance was already on a call. So we got rerouted and we're in Barnhart. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. Like, cool. Those guys were cool. They did, props to the paramedics and all the people that do crazy shit like that. But
All the first
Last time
responders.
I
But it
got
was
hit
funny.
by a car that happened because I told them like, hey, I was walking and then got hit and run. And they were like, oh, your car got hit. I was
No,
like,
no.
how? Like,
No.
what?
No, I got hit. They're like, yeah, in
Yeah,
your car. You're
and
like,
so
no,
they
no.
took fucking 3 hours to come and get my report because they were like, oh, your car got hit. Fuck you.
yeah, this
I
was like I started getting antsy. Mind you, my patience is, I don't know. Since I've gotten older, my patience is at like fucking -0. And I'm just like, doop, doop,
She's
doop, doop, doop.
developing
Oh, yeah.
the bequet patience.
I had like the Jimmy leg going on and that fucking Death Star coffee or some shit's
or
not
I
like,
should say
wow.
lack thereof.
Yeah.
Death Star coffee.
I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was like death something coffee. I'm like, dude, you're trying to kill me. Said person was like, I'm like, okay, cool.
Dude, have you not met her father?
Oh,
Like,
he
oh yeah,
has.
you met. Okay,
Death Star coffee.
Yeah,
here's what-
it was death
so-
something. It was the little black pod and it had like death something. And I'm trying to read
it was the
and
Black Rifle double barrel coffee that they put in the
It was
K
like-
pots.
Oh,
death.
Those.
something
I think
like-
that's what he buys.
Titties are falling out of my brow again.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, something like that. And I was like, ooh.
So
And
her
mind
dad.
you, it was like fucking 4:00 in the morning. So
So let's tell everyone real quick about my father-in-law. He is a 5'7",
yeah,
145,
No.
50 pounds,
60.
160 pounds hippie. That man gets up in the morning, smokes a joint, drinks a cup of coffee, listens to the birds. He is enjoying retirement, and good on him. Excuse me. My throat is getting super dry today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry about that. I'll try to
and
do
he
everything.
doesn't seem out of it or anything.
But he's not.
like
No.
he-
But this is his form of entertainment. If he knows that you're not say an average marijuana smoker,
Oh yeah.
he will load up. He will pack a joint, load that up with some oil, maybe some keef, and some other shit, and not tell you about it. And be like, hey, I got you. I got this joint just for you. And we're going to smoke it together because that's how he starts his fucking day. And then he will giggle as he is sitting on the moon as you fly fucking past him heading towards Pluto and losing your goddamn mind. You can hear him giggling at you.
Oh yeah.
So When it comes to, hey, would you like a cup of coffee because you like caffeine? Or are you getting normal caffeine? Let me give you this. So I can only
Does the same
imagine what was,
thing.
dude, that was like an espresso with some cocaine, like shit in it. Don't worry, we're going to talk about that cocaine later. Don't do that shit no more. We got to get coke off the table or legalized. You know what I mean? We'll get into it. So I can only imagine the cup of coffee your dad gave you.
It was fun.
Well, at least that's you know, a shining moment in that moment, if that makes the silver lining. Maybe I could still find those.
I had a
What?
friend do that to me last week. I wasn't allowed to tell you for a few days because Crystal was worried about it. But
I was whoa. You had what?
a friend did that to me last week.
Drugged you?
Basically.
Ari Shafir'd you?
Not completely. It was still my option.
Oh, okay. Wait, it was still okay.
But
what drug was it?
research ketamine.
Oh,
It was bad.
don't
And
you know what?
I was already drinking. I was already drinking. I already took a tab of acid and doing whippets. And then I did that.
You see me shaking my head right now.
No wonder I haven't heard from you all week. Usually we record a couple of snippets through the week that you're supposed to be doing your job on, which you haven't, by the way.
No, I have. I've had a few clips. I've been
okay.
Transferring a bunch of shit around.
But you haven't posted them yet. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So no wonder I haven't heard from you. But anyways, we'll get into that in another time. You fucking ding dong. I can only imagine what egg got cracked open.
That I talked about last week where I was just like disassociated, but I went into a K-hole and everything, and it was interesting.
Absolutely necessary.
It is today. Sorry, I'm drinking a lot.
Okay.
This is an old John, a moment. Because John is not happy.
What did you learn, babe?
Well, today I'm learning patience. As I've already smoked 2 joints.
Jokes on your learning process, because that ain't gonna fucking happen.
I've already drank a couple of beers. I don't even know. I'm not even keeping track because that's what adults don't do. Just keep track of how much they drink. If you walk up to me like, I've had 12 beers or 12 drinks, you're like, how old are you? Congratulations, you 11-year-old. Get the fuck away from me. I'm 46. Shut up. So, I haven't had a good day. Actually, you know what? I had a great morning, though. I got up this morning, let me back up for a minute. Excuse me. God damn, I can't clear my throat today. Let me reverse something real quick. So, I got a bag of mushrooms from a friend. They weren't that great. They were stale. A lot of them weren't exactly what I was up to, but I had about, what was that? Probably a little over an eighth, a little over a quarter left of them. About a quarter, a little less than a quarter.
Wasn't bad.
Left. And I ate them all in one shot. Which anybody that doesn't do shrooms knows that is
not a good idea.
Not a great idea. And everyone who does shrooms is probably going, oh my God.
Yeah, that's double the maximum dose people recommend.
So, thinking they were stale and they weren't going to do anything. So this was what, Sunday? I did that Sunday.
Was it Sunday?
I think it was Sunday. To begin my week, Sunday I did that.
Jesus.
And it was a roller coaster of and the shitty part was I did it at fucking like 8:00 at night. So if anybody doesn't know, that's about a 6 to 7 hour. You're not going to see any sleep. I don't even know why you try to get some sleep. Like you're a ding dong for trying to put your head on a pillow because as soon as you close your eyes, you're going to see bright colors and weird geometry shapes.
Geometric.
Thank you.
Geometry.
Geometry saves.
Do me a favor, everyone, keep me corrected today for the simple fact that I am drinking. I'm on my second joint of the evening because I'm getting into my day. And what I'm describing to you right now is probably what helping me get through this day. Because that trip, man, I had to let go because it was one of those trips, man. If you didn't let go to it and if you would have fought it, it would have made it so much worse. So much worse. You just had to ride this one out. Try to go to sleep, didn't work. That was a dumb idea. Ended up staying up till about 3 o'clock in the morning. Actually got really like 5 hours of really good sleep. Afterwards. And woke up like 9 o'clock, dude. The sun was shining, the birds were chirping. Everything's been kind of a good week. Like everything's been a little bit brighter. Everything's a little bit easier to take. Like I started to feel a little bit like old me again. And if anybody doesn't know who old me is again, it's like that. I kind of have a swagger to me, you know, I haven't had in a little bit. And then I started to feel good. I started to feel better. And then today, and I'm glad I got to, it couldn't happen on a better day because I'm starting to feel better. And well, it just gave me a reason to slip into an old way of dealing with it. And I think this is going to be fun. If you didn't notice today, my alternator went out on my truck as I was going to go move some furniture for my in-laws in to mow their lawn. I was trying to be a good boy. And as I was leaving the gas station, all the lights on my truck decided to come on at once.
Yep.
The radio turned itself all the way up to max to the point where if you've never had that happen, you freak the fuck out. And then all of a sudden, you can't even hit your fucking hazard lights because those don't work. And everything turns itself off. So I had to fucking power steer my fucking truck into a parking lot and park it. Call for a tow truck for something that I already know what's fucking wrong with my truck. And I don't have the tools or the fucking patience to fucking put in.
Yeah.
So $500 later, I'm pretty sure I'm waiting for the mechanic to tell me like, hey man, your alternator went out in your truck. And that's $500 that we exactly don't fucking have extra laying fucking around right now. So of course, because if you don't fucking know, somebody lost their fucking mind because, well, he got sick and tired of dealing with micromanaging pieces of fucking shit bosses that don't know how to leave him the fuck alone. So after 20 fucking goddamn years of doing that and, well, drinking themselves into a coma, because if anybody knows the old John, he liked to have 1, 2, maybe 18 fucking beers a day. And that's what he called a weight or a starting point. That was mostly everyone's.
I thought you were going to say 1 too many. I was like, I think you're lowballing it.
No, 18 to start. Like everyone who started at 0, like my spread was 18. If everybody, I was already negative 18, giving everybody points, if that makes sense in the gambling world. So, anyways, after dealing with all that, whatever little cork got uncorked, I can't deal with the shit. Had a slight mental fucking breakdown. That's why, well, that's why I DoorDash, do other things to hustle up fucking money to pay bills. So we kind of cook a little pay cut. But you know what? We pay our bills, we make ends meet, but it's not exactly $500 I need to be fucking spending right now is on a goddamn fucking alternator. So I had a moment of low before I looked at my wife and was like, Thank God I get to go vent into a goddamn microphone because it's the only fucking thing I'm good at. And I'm going to fucking get high doing it. I'm going to drink mini beers. And she went, oh, going back old school, are we? I went, but the only thing that's new is the microphone that's in front of me. And I went, yeah. And she goes, oh, that's going to be fun. I mean, actually, the look of, oh my God, on her face says it all. So I'm going to pound this beer and finish this joint. And we're going to get into this really deep into this fucking podcast of the shit that I learned. But that was just my day. Because you know what? But I had a great day. I literally had a great fucking day. I got up this morning. I went for my walk. The walk was fucking great. Listened to some good music. Made an old lady laugh on her bike and almost made her wreck because I was singing fucking ZZ Top's Thank You. Everyone should know. If you don't know what the song by ZZ Top called Thank You, it's a cover song they did on their fucking was it El Duabwe? El Goabwe?
I don't know what that album
Has like
is.
a dude has cheap sunglasses, bad nature. It's a fucking phenomenal album. Go and fucking listen to it. It is fucking great. It's the best ZZ Top album out there. You know which one I'm talking about, Jamie?
I think so.
It's fucking.
Oh, the name of the album? No, I don't know.
Right, but thank you, ZZ Top. I was singing that song. The lady fucking looked at me as she drove by me and almost wrecked her fucking bike on the trails. It was fucking. I kind of giggled. I would have laughed. I would have made sure she was okay first. I promised. It was a great morning. And then I try to do something nice. And of course, when I do nice fucking things, God always needs to knock me down fucking 2 more fucking notches. That was my day. So, once again, I'm going to drink beers, do drugs, and do this podcast. So, that's what we're going to do. What do you think about that? Everyone okay with that?
Yeah. I'm tempted to go grab margarita.
Go. You know what? You cannot because it better be a virgin margarita. You know what I mean?
You
know what I mean? Well, hey, you know what? I got to get another beer and I have to use the restroom. So I'm going to pause this right now. You go get a refresher, babe. Would you like something?
No.
All right. You sure? Because you don't have to do anything.
No, I'm good.
Cookies done?
6 of the batch.
Okay. Pausing this. All right. We're back. Excuse all of that. Had to get some refreshers and, well, make some room. All right. So that was my shitty fucking day. So these are the things that I learned this week that have been weird. And or maybe I've just come to realize. I don't think I've ever met or know anybody in Utah.
I do.
I do.
And this is what I mean. Like I'm thinking of like for some odd reason.
I like Utah because there's too many Mormons there.
Yeah, Utah I hear is weird.
That's where Post Malone lives, though.
Nah.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I don't know why, but it just makes fucking sense for some reason. You're like, hey, Post Malone lives in Utah. Yeah, get it. Like I was thinking, I don't know what got me on this thought the other day. I'm like, I could either call somebody that lives in every state, or I know somebody from that state, except for Utah.
Rhode Island.
Alaska?
Yeah. My cousin's
Montana.
husband's from Alaska.
Montana?
We met 2 ladies when we were in Aruba that we exchanged email addresses with that live in that work for Spectrum. We exchanged work email addresses for questions like that live in. I still have written down that live in Montana. The mother and daughter. I'll explain off. You will remember when I know what you're talking about. That, and that was one of the states I remember because I'm like, someone's going to say Montana. I'm like, I know. Like I have their email address written down somewhere. Yes, but I could do that.
I would say like North Dakota and South Dakota, Oklahoma.
I have someone in North Dakota. We've
Yeah.
met. We spent time in South Dakota, but don't really have people there.
But yeah, I'm like, I would have to think, but I'm pretty sure I know everyone. But Utah was the one I'm like, I don't know anybody from Utah. I don't know
We have some
anybody.
off-roading people in Utah.
I don't know anybody
There's
from Utah.
this crippled guy that we know in Utah that does off-roading, and he has an off-roading wheelchair with fucking tank treads on it.
Yeah, it's what. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. That was when I thought I'm like, holy shit, I don't know anybody from Utah. That's weird. That's why I thought it was weird. I was like, that's a weird nugget. That's a weird nugget of knowledge to come up with.
It is.
I got a shit ton of people in Texas.
Everybody has a shit ton of people in
Yeah,
Texas,
like,
especially nowadays. Everyone moved to Texas.
Yeah.
Everybody lives in Texas. Texas is going to segregate themselves and become another country. You know, United States, United State of Texas. That's what they're going to do. They're going to become another country again because they're sick and tired of the United States and the way shit's going on here.
No, they just need to be New Mexico.
New Mexico?
Yeah.
Nude Mexico? Like in UDE?
No. Just the Futurama bit.
Got it. But yeah, that's not gonna knowledge. I kind of, I thought that was very interesting.
Times that people have referenced Futurama in front of me, and then they're like, "Oh, you probably don't know that," and I feel so offended. I get I'm a Zoomer, but fuck.
I got another man. Oh shit! Before I forget, the fitness challenge. Hey, the fitness challenge. I meant to bring this up earlier when we were beginning, and I completely forgot because it's been a terrible day. But the fitness challenge. I'm sorry, my brain's all scattered. I'm sorry. October. Is everyone gearing up for October fitness challenge?
Yes. I messaged someone earlier about pro wrestling.
All right. So here's what I was thinking. If you guys don't know, we're going to do an October fitness challenge. I think I came up with a punishment that I think everyone can agree on. And next week we'll definitely hammer it in because we have to get it hammered in by next podcast. Everyone has to be on a diet for the 31 days of October. No cheat days. You have to work out every single day, 31 days, no cheat days. No skipping.
No Doritos all October.
Sucks, dude.
Sucks to suck, bro.
So like midnight of Halloween, we're good.
Midnight of Halloween is November 1st. Game fucking on.
Yeah, I think we have a party. So like I'll be taking shots before midnight, but afterwards I'm good.
Yeah, after midnight you're good.
I don't know. Take your name on it.
Okay, we're recording.
No, well, hey, delivery. I've got mail. All right, you have to take a picture to show your exercise accountability and put it on Twitter every day. Like, I'm working out. I'm doing, you have to put out your workout. What is
the nail dryer?
Nice. You have to put your picture on that you're working out on Twitter every day. That's for accountability, and tag the podcast. Hashtag
October.
We got to come up with a good name for this, by the way. So next week we really got to hammer in the name, name and the punishment, huh? What's up?
I want Donnie to be here for that.
Yeah, so Donnie's got to be here for it. That's why
I think we're all on the same page that it needs to be like on the podcast that it happens, right?
Yeah, the punishment needs to be something on the podcast. So I think I figured it out. And it's going to be a 4-week punishment. If you fail, like if no one fails, then we'll have a celebration podcast. Actually, we're going to have a celebration podcast anyways in November for it. Then we will also have the punishment or how many ever people that do fail it between the 4 of us. So document every day, and then you have to set a goal. Like, I want to be at this. I would like to try to be at this, like cut this much weight, and then like I just want to cut like 4 pounds. Don't make it stupid. Don't make it unreachable where you're not going to be. because if you fail your goal, it's not going to fail your punishment. You know what I mean? Because I think your goal might be out of reach.
We're gonna do like 10, 15, I'm sure.
You know, because I would like to lose I'm going to try to lose 5 pounds in the month of October. That's my goal. My month of October is to lose 5 pounds. I already tell you what my goal is. So it's going to be a realistic goal. Nothing stupid. And then we have to attend at least 4, and we have to attend 4 classes. Yoga class. Well, Donnie's doing softball and dodgeball and kickball. So yoga class, spindle class, you could go take a knitting class, but you have to document it and you have to put it up on Twitter and tag the podcast in it. All right.
Yeah.
Everyone listening, you can join us. You can follow it. You follow the same fucking rules. Here's what I think the punishment will be: the 1 chip challenge for the entire month of November. 1 chip challenge. At the beginning of the podcast, you have to eat the chip and go through the podcast.
That's a good one.
4 weeks in a row.
Okay, I can't lose that because medically that would fuck me up.
Yeah, goddamn it. I didn't think about that.
Why?
My stomach, and I'm missing like a huge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't think about that.
It's not a bad idea. Or you could do it instead of like the spicy chip, because I mean, depending on, those gross fucking jelly beans.
The good or the bamboozled,
Yeah.
bamboozled jelly beans.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like just randomly take one, or you have to do one,
Or you have to eat an entire box.
or you have to eat the whole box.
Oh,
You can get the bags of just bad ones.
oh, dude.
I don't want to do the bags of just.
All right, how about this? If Donnie
I think
fails,
you gotta
how
do
about
like a hand. We got to get the like 4 different flavors. If we're just doing jelly beans, because we got to make it worth watching.
here? How about
Like,
this?
You got to do a handful of the barf ones. You got to do a handful of the soap. You got to do a handful of.
Oh, here. How about this? I got it.
You got to make it like intense.
How about this? If Donnie, Jamie, or myself fail, we have to do the 1 chip challenge 4 weeks in a row.
Okay.
Okay. So you
fine
eat
with
1
that.
chip. You eat 1 chip. Have to begin like at the beginning of the podcast after I say, "Hey, what's going on, losers?" Blah blah blah. Introduce everyone. We go, "All right, man, eat your chip." You eat the chip. Start the podcast. If my wife, the tots of the show, because she has missing parts, we'll just go with it.
Internal parts, missing internal parts.
Andrew is actually transgender.
We will.
Yeah, dude.
Totally.
Totally.
I'll let you know those are all natural. Anyways, she has to eat she'll have to eat an entire box of the bamboozled jelly beans or something stupid that
Yeah.
we can't. We'll think of, like something along those lines.
So
And then-
it's still eating something, but mine will be
Durian.
fucking killing me.
Find durian.
How about
Durian fruit.
since you, goddamn, my arms are a little long.
Or what's that like fermented Swedish fish?
How about this?
We
like,
gotta
she'll-
make her
here-
vomit.
No, how about
Andrea
this?
has to
Here,
vomit.
You'll have to eat something gross 4 weeks in a row if you lose. Like,
That's fine.
you'll have to eat like a spoonful of like Limburger cheese, or you'll have to eat it like a chocolate covered cockroach,
I
Are
am
you
not
okay
eating a
with
cockroach.
fermented fish?
Fuck no.
or you'll have to eat like a fucking halibut, like a whole halibut, like a
that's
pickled
my thought.
like something along those lines. So you have to eat
Oh,
something
you need to
gross.
get the shrushing some or whatever
Like,
the Swedish.
This
fish
is also that will, if you lose, this will also be a punishment for me because you will be vomiting into a trash can as I am trying to host this podcast and do all this. I'm just saying. I think this is a phenomenal. I think this is a very easy punishment if you fail. 4 weeks in a row, you will have to eat something gross or stupid hot.
Andrew's
if you
gonna
fail.
give up on the podcast.
Huh?
Andrew's gonna give up on the podcast.
Oh no, there's no quitting. There is no quitting. If you quit, there will be so much ridicule and venom that will come out of my mouth towards you on being a quitter. Like, if it's Donnie, if it's Jamie, if it's me, you motherfuckers better be like, you fucking bitch, you motherfucker. Like, you better be calling me shit that I will. Oh yeah, like the only way you get out of this, in here, we'll put. What's up?
Dad called me. Hang on.
Oh, hold on. We got to pause. We'll pause for the calls for a second. All right. Sorry, we had to take that call. So, but no, where was I at in my middle of my rant? If I do something like, if I bitch out of this, you all better hold my ass fucking major fucking accountable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I plan on every time we got on there, be like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you could finish your opening because I didn't know you were a bitch. You know, I thought you were a bitch. You couldn't finish things. Like, that's how bad it better be a doctor injury. Like, you better go to the doctor, or there better be a catastrophe where we all go, hey, this happened.
If Crystal
We have
has
to put
another heart attack.
something. Yeah. Yeah. If Jamie's girlfriend has another heart attack and he has to spend 6 days in the hospital again. All right. Hopefully she ain't doing dumb shit where she has a heart attack again.
No, that was
Okay.
just me.
Yeah, don't do that. You know? So okay, but yeah, so I think that's a good punishment though.
That's fine.
You think that's a good point? Like, you'll have to eat the disgusting
Jelly
an
beans.
entire box of Bean Boozled jelly beans, good or gross. You just have to.
a mini pack of the barf ones. The barf ones are horrible.
She has an
tastes
entire
like
thing of barf ones.
They taste like bile.
Oh,
Yeah, like it's bad.
you okay with that?
What is tomorrow? The 16th?
Tomorrow is the.
No. Oh, fuck.
I'm
I'm trying to do something.
tomorrow's the 9th.
Nice.
That's fine. It's whatever. I've eaten those before. You guys fucking yacked. I was just like, okay.
All right, an entire box of the barf ones then. Jamie, you know where to find them. All right.
Yes, and I want to find the fish also, so she can eat that.
Okay. So
That's
I think that
worth it.
okay. So that would be the punishment.
That needs
Unless
to be the last week.
all right. So something stupid fucking hot where we have to sit here and be miserable the entire hour and a half that we do the podcast, or 2 hours, or however long we do the
Are we
podcast.
saying like no drink?
You know, you eat it, and you can have a drink sitting in front of you. You can have a joint sitting in front of you, but you can't have anything special like whatever. So if you walk up and you're like, I'm drinking coconut water. Like, all right, you walk up, you're like, I'm drinking Bud Select the entire podcast, and set it down. You eat you eat that one chip. That's all you're drinking. That's all you can drink. You can't get anything else. You
No,
had
like ice cream or anything.
no
Yeah.
ice cream, nothing. Just eat it. You just got to sit there and eat that. What do you think? I think they do. I think that's
I
great.
think it would be good.
All right.
If I do
That-
it, I think that my reaction would be kind of funny because I'll just sit normally. Because I do that to myself on a normal basis. I just like that dumb hot shit.
So if you fail, that's your punishment.
Yeah.
All right. Done. I think Donnie will agree to it. Donnie,
Yeah.
if you listen to it, I mean, we'll talk offline, but we'll talk about it next week. Again. So there it is.
Stories.
right. Here's another thing I learned. Here's a weird thing I learned. Me and my wife are that couple. And here's how.
What you mean?
I know. What are you talking about?
And I don't think, and you're going to, as soon as I say it, I think you'll laugh and you'll be like, holy shit, I learned that as well. So, as you know, or if you don't know, my wife sent me a picture earlier this week. I think it was yesterday, to be honest with you. So if it's on Twitter, you can go and look at it on Twitter. And she's like, "Oh my God, look what 2 years." And this is what she sent me. She goes, "Look what 2 years and 115 pounds does." That was her tweet to me, and it was a picture of me dry humping a construction cone from 2 years ago.
At the bourbon barbecue beer crawl.
Yeah, it was we were on a bourbon and barbecue crawl in Soulard, which was amazing. I was drunk as fuck. We had a great time. We're eating food, drinking bourbon, booze. I was having a great time. This was before I smoked weed. It's great. Back in the day, I was drunk, and I was a fat, disgusting, gluttonous pig.
Yeah, I was about to say the picture you posted was bad.
And then I was like, oh my God, look at that disgusting fuck. I'm like, I look like that and went in public. I look like fucking Slaw from the Goonies. I look like my sister Terry. Look disgusting. Well, no, my sister Terry's not disgusting. It's a long joke with the Sloth and Goonies before everyone thinks that. Hold on, time out. Terry, if you're listening, you're not fucking disgusting. I love you more than anything. But Sloth from Goonies, inside joke. But I really did. I look fucking horrible. So I took a picture in the mirror. My wife goes no, and sent it to her. I'm like, look what, and I sent it back. I'm like, Jesus Christ. She goes,
like
go.
The
She goes,
beard
go.
and everything. You just look like a fat jolly pirate. That's exactly what you fucking look like.
I look fucking gross. I look so disgusting. I don't even know what to say.
Like a pirate captain that's not gonna get any treasure because he's just too friendly.
There's not enough money in for a hooker to have sex with me. Like, I don't even know why my wife had sex with me back in the day. Like, why the fuck did you have? I'm like,
chaser,
dude, huh?
Andrew, were you a chubby chaser?
Like, wait, hold on. Hold on. What does this say about your standards?
I
I'm
don't
a
know.
broke, mental, fat, disgusting fuck. And you were like, I'm going to marry him.
Ooh.
My vagina can't get more wetter just looking at him. You look like the fucking tunnel.
What?
You look like that tunnel in New York, the flooding tunnel. The one I.
You have gone off the rails.
I have. I told you this is gonna get fucking crazy.
So how are we that couple? Like you didn't
Oh.
even describe that.
So we're on that fucking diet and everything like that. I'm starting to look better, as you can see. Lost 115 pounds so far. Still got about 15 pounds more to go before I get my weight. So my wife bought double stuffed Oreos for the first time in like 2 months and put them in the cabinet. And I was like, I opened the cabinet because every once in a while I'll get a snack, and usually it's like a fruit snacks, like the fruit snacks. I eat those, are low carb. I like them. It's like the little kids fruit snacks. Judge me. I don't give a fuck. Anyways, open the cabinet and I seen the double stuffed Oreos. I went, fuck those fruit snacks. And, and slowly opened, like I was, like she was in the living room. And I was like, slow. You cannot open a thing of double stuffed Oreos quietly, by the way. And I'm like trying to quietly open. I'm like, like making sounds. She's like, what the fuck is wrong with you in the kitchen? I'm like, nothing. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing. So I grab like 6 of these bad boys. And as I open them,
Sick after 2.
oh no, hold on, time out. I opened up the bad boy. I went, motherfucker. I did all that to be quiet. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, you already opened the double stuffed Oreos. And she goes, and I grabbed like 6 of them, close it. And she was like, and as I come around the corner, she goes, and she's sitting in her chair. Jamie, you know what I'm talking about, in her living room. As I'm popping the first one in my mouth, and she goes, yeah, I put it in the boys' lunches. I bought the Oreos for Colton and Carter for their lunches. Yes, we still make the lunches for the boys.
Yes, I do.
She's
Fuck
a good
off.
mom
I
like
don't
that.
give a shit if you guys don't like it.
And so I'm throwing one of them up. I'm like, I didn't want to be the first one to open the Oreos and eat one. She goes, and all of a sudden she shoots up out of the fucking chair, like She was on fire. And she goes, I was waiting for you to open them. And goes running into the kitchen. She goes, I didn't want to be the first one to eat one. Let me tell you something. We didn't have a discussion about it.
Nope.
We didn't even fucking think about it. This was the comment in each of our heads where we're like, I'm not going to be the first one to eat the Oreo.
I'm not gonna be the first
I'm
one.
not going to be the first
Fuck
one to eat the
you.
double stuffed Oreo. It's going to be her. I'm like, it's going to be her. When I opened up and seen it was opened, I'm like, I was trying to be sneaky about it. I'm like, I knew.
You can hear it. The yeah.
You're like,
Bitch, listen, bitch, I was high and I thought I was being quiet until you were like, what the fuck are you? Nothing. I knew I was being quiet. I understand. You know that. Baby, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to be that. Shut up. No, you got to go double stuff. Fuck those thins. They ain't
the
nothing.
dark chocolate thins are fucking ridiculous. What?
Dude, the lemon ones, the lemon things
Yeah.
are fucking phenomenal. I love lemon shit though.
Yeah,
so.
dude. So me and we didn't even talk about it. We didn't even talk about this competition that we were having with each other. We just did it. As soon as I went,
Those
why do-
fucking Oreos are gone.
I know this.
They're gone.
Baby, I know this.
Goddamn kids.
Exactly.
No, like we ate some too.
I know this. I ate a lot of them.
I wish there was some in there right
We
now.
might have had.
I
12
really
of them,
need-
but the fucking kids. Damn you.
Yeah, see, I can do that
it's-
because
yeah.
I bought the fucking Oreos.
Yeah, it was
so
her idea to buy the Oreos. I didn't want to be the first one to eat Oreos. I was the first one.
Stuff in their lunches.
I know, it was nice of
That's
you.
what it is.
We appreciate you.
I've got my own fucking pantry so that I can have my own snacks without anyone fucking with them and everything because I get so OCD about it.
Oh, I put
And
snacks
mom
on here.
still comes in here almost every night and she'll just pop her head in like, what kind of fucking snacks you got? And I'll just be like, why?
So me and my wife are that couple that have competitions with each other without saying a thing.
It's kind of funny, actually.
I was so fucking mad. As soon as I popped that thing in my mouth and went and bit into it, you heard her like just like a cannon. I'm like, I didn't want to be the first one. And she was already running down the hallway and like sliding into the kitchen. She's like, I don't want to be the first one either. You were first. I was like,
Just like wake up Colton from running so much.
I was like, I was just like, oh, this bitch got me. This bitch got me.
Yep. Take that.
She won. I don't know. Yeah, nothing. All right. Oh, that's all I got on the things I've learned this week. That's
That was
it.
a very long
I know.
segment.
Good, but it happens. But you know what? We kicked it off, I think, it kind of nicely. You know, we set the tone. John's drinking. John's fucking high as fuck right now. I'm looking at my eyes going, oh my
Yeah.
God. Watch it on YouTube. I am this ugly. Sorry. My bad, yo. It's been a rough week. Dude, I fucking found out. Here's another thing, man. I found out this. And this is something that kind of fucked. It's kind of fucked with me. Not one, but two people that I've literally have known since the 6th and 7th grade passed away this week
That sucks.
in the most fucked up way possible. The first one the first one I'm gonna do the first one that passed away, that I found out that passed away. I'm gonna do that person last, just for the simple fact that one's fucked with me the most. The person, Mr. Cody Green. He was a wrestler we went to school with. We hung out. We knew each other. Hung out in different crowds. Very cool, very nice gentleman. Very good person. Like an overall good person. Was always a good person. Has always been a good person. He's one of those very popular, always nice. No one ever had anything bad to say about him. Died in a fucking car accident. Got hit by a car and died in Texas. I was like, Jesus. Fuck. That sucked. I mean, God damn. That's a tragedy. Sorry, and hopefully his family gets through it and all that stuff. And I'm sorry to hear all that. But the first one that I found out about, man, by I'm not going to say the person's name. Everyone know who it was, and it's a tragedy because it's something what hit it close to home is because I thought about this and I was there and I was at that doorstep. And man, this person decided to take their own life, and that's the most craziest fucking thing you can do. And it's one of the, and then when you're in pain, it's that you don't end the pain, you just pass that pain on, and it's really fucked with me a little bit about it because I was there and I knew this person, and the way I looked at this person was one of those people that I just kind of was like, those were those people that it's untouchable. Like you always thought those person gotta have their kind of shit together, and then find that out, just like,
Yeah,
just sucked. Kind of fucked with me about it. But one of those weeks. But we need to turn that frown upside down. Where are we going with this shit?
You're driving this.
Oh fuck,
Mr.
man! I gotta
Front
fucking
of
do
the
it. All right, you want to hear something fucking weird?
Interesting conversation about that this weekend, because for
Go ahead.
me, like, what helped me out was having the thought of selfishness in terms of suicide, and like that's what kind of got me out of it, is being like, if I do this, it's just putting everything onto mom.
All that
and
does is
Al,
just
Yep.
transfer it
And it
to.
just transfers to someone else.
yeah, and stuff like that. And for me, it was that kind of thought process and being like, you're a piece of shit if you choose to do that, of
Yep.
like, got me out of it. But I know that doesn't work for everyone, obviously.
And it's
And I had a weird conversation, or not weird, but kind of cool conversation with like one of Crystal's roommates. Of he's very in line with like Buddhist, I guess would be
Yeah.
the best way to describe him. And it just his thought is, it's just whenever you get into the mindset of suicide, it's just because of your past lives wanting to repeat itself again.
huh.
And it was an interesting thought to me.
That is a
of being
very
like-
interesting thought.
That is interesting.
Of being like, it's this pattern that you want to continue,
Huh.
and
Ah,
to
man.
get to
I can, you know what?
enlightenment,
It's like,
you have to be the pure person that struggles through these things yourself and becomes a better person from them and stuff like that.
here, this is very interesting. And here's why. Whew. I want to talk about this for the first time out loud. So last year, I got low, almost ended it. If my wife didn't wake up 30 seconds later, I wouldn't be here. Doot. Anyways, still here, still fighting, still going on. Ooh. Whew. Every day after that, I get that feeling of, you shouldn't be here. Why are you still here? Sometimes in the back of the head.
Yeah,
Like it's an
the
extra,
imposter.
but yeah, like it's an extra day. Like you shouldn't have this extra day. And when you said that, it's like, that's when my past life stopped, was that day.
Yeah.
Ooh. That was weird. Ooh. That was weird. That's a very interesting concept. That's a very interesting concept. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look into that one later. That's a very interesting concept. It really is. Oh, wow. That is a good one. Whew. Whew.
Yeah, and his
Yeah.
thought is like, to get to enlightenment, you have to just get through it.
Yeah,
and
so
be
wow.
a pure person after it.
yeah, that's an interesting concept. Wow, that's really cool. But that would explain that. So just fighting through, fighting through that. That's very cool. That's very weird. That's very too close to home. All
You
right.
get autistic with that stuff. It's funny.
How it's that?
You get like autistic and like shut down with that stuff, but it's funny.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I know. Give me a second. I'll be all right. I just got some thoughts, man. Everyone can watch it on YouTube. Be like, oh, he had a breakdown or like a clarity moment. Hey, it happens, man. I hope you had one too. Fuck. It's very interesting. It just kind of was like a thought process that I've been going through my head for a year. When you said it,
Yeah.
it was like a bomb. And it's like one of those things that happen. That's why you always listen to people. I listen to you. Don't you give me that look. I listen to you all the time.
No, you don't.
When do I not?
I don't know. You lost that privilege though.
I know. I did. You know, I always listen to you now. I do need another beer here in a second, but it's fun. I'll get one in a minute. So all right, we need to change this up. We need to have some fun. Where do you want to go? Let's talk. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go with this?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I got
Need
nothing.
numbers for the stories or something?
Boob grab.
Boob, Behab. No, I just have to get out of that clarity moment. Here, let's talk about how great sometimes social media works out with you're on the left or you're on the right. How about that?
Hmm.
Did you hear about this lady who owns a diner in Florida?
No.
She put
this
a
like,
she put a
don't-
note. Oh no, she put a note on the front door of her business. And this is brave. It went, if you are a Joe Biden supporter, please eat somewhere else. Your money is no good here. I don't want you inside my establishment.
Ballsy, but okay.
Very
What
ballsy.
part of
Excuse me.
Florida? Because if she's in Miami, she
She's
deserves-
good. She's good. She's golden. Little Havana doesn't like Biden, if you don't know what I mean. Just
Oh, okay,
saying.
never mind.
Just
Yeah.
saying. Just saying, if you don't know what I'm talking about.
My thought is like, if she's in Miami, she deserves what she gets. Like,
Nope.
you're doing it in the wrong place.
Oh no. So she said it. She put this note. A couple of days later, though, she had to shut down her business for a couple of days because she was out of food. People were calling in orders. People were coming in floods to buy food because it was all in like in the note. She was just like the way he handled the or us leaving Afghanistan, this, that, and the other. She like lit up Biden, and then everyone was like, I can get behind that. And fucking people in Europe were calling in orders. It was like, hey, here's $50. Buy it. Just pays for someone's ticket.
Yeah.
Just pay for food for somebody.
Wow.
We don't even care.
That's crazy.
We appreciate that note because everything that's going on in this fucking world, like, I'm like,
That's a gamble
Oh,
with your business.
that
though.
is a huge gamble.
I mean, it's taken it
Whether
kind of personally. Like, I don't give a flying fuck who you support or whatever.
Yeah,
but
left, right.
I don't care personally, but I don't need you to wear a goddamn t-shirt saying who you support. Like, if you support one or the other, that's awesome. That's great. Good for you. But you don't need to fucking walk down your street and be like, I love blah, blah, blah. You know, like, fuck off with it. Like,
For me, it's even like the Punisher scroll now is at a weird point where I'm just like that motherfucker. I saw some guy with an American flag Punisher skull tattoo the other day, and I was just like, "You're gonna shoot up a school one day."
oh, I don't know. Like,
Those people scare me.
same way with religion. Like, I don't give a fuck what religion you practice, but you don't need to try to convince me that your way is the best way, because it's not going to happen.
John, do the Punisher skull people scare you?
No, why?
Because I feel like that's become a political symbol, and it's just like weird as fuck to me.
Is that the guys who were wearing the Punisher skull? Well, that everyone's
It's like the Proud Boy shit.
the
yeah.
Proud Boys. It's just like fucking Antifa. You know what I mean? Like those
Yeah, I think
assholes.
it's been blown out of
All
proportion.
it's
for
blown
sure.
out of proportion. I think Proud Boys went so far right. Even Gavin McGillis, the founder of the Proud Boys, I can't think of his name. He even distanced himself from it.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Uh,
there's definitely some of them that are
And-
absolutely fucked,
and-
but
but it's just like, you know what? Those are the same people that just want to scream to get noise. Those are the how can I
yeah,
put
I
it?
get what you're
So
saying.
here's what I think, and it will go into it. Those are the people that I think are paid and tinfoil hat me, call me whatever you fucking want. Don't give a fuck. Because this is just me high and starting to get slightly drunk thought. The Proud Boys and Antifa, those Punisher symbol motherfuckers in the black mask motherfuckers, whatever. The buffalo hat wearing asshole walking through the fucking Capitol on January 6th. Those cocksuckers guaranteed got a check from someone because they don't want, they just, because people need fucking entertainment. People need ratings. Until you figure out the news is it
Depending on
entertainment
how far
value.
you want to take that,
It's
it's
just
true because like people are getting paid for making memes now and getting paid
exactly.
like
So
if you want to take
hold
it to they're
on.
getting money
Time out.
from doing
Time out.
it in some way. Yeah, like if they do
Yeah.
an interview, they could get money from it
Yeah.
or whatever.
So those assholes that you see now on the nightly CNN fucking news with the Antifa and what I was getting at, those assholes are there just to drum up fucking ratings for the news, if in my personal opinion, because there's no goddamn way that any rational fucking person
There's your problem right there.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
like
Certain people
Jamie, I'm going to use you as an example and you can hear me out and you're going to hear me out on this example. And I'm going to use a conversation that we had. You're an irrational thinking kid. I will give you that. You're a 21-year-old rational thinking kid. I have that I love and adore. And I'm going to say this too, because I know other people that are younger than you who are also rational thinking kids. And that's the kids that I love and adore because you can say something to them. Like I was talking to you we were talking one day and you brought up your politics and I'm not going to say it. And I asked you a couple of questions. I went, hey man, I don't give a shit what you think. I love you no matter what. We can agree to disagree. We can agree on certain things. We can disagree on other things. And I went, hey man, but if you go this way, why do you, but you think this, why do you do this? And I just asked questions and you went, huh.
Yeah.
And you just went, I don't know. I went, okay. You don't know. I'm trying to think where I was going with this because I'm super high on track again. So
I have no idea.
keep me on track here.
Anyway.
And you thought about it. It was great. You thought about it in this rational thinking. You can't. That's the Proud Boys in entertainment. That's where I was going with it. Thank you. You can't tell me that everybody out in the world is out there so goddamn dead set in their ways that when you ask them a question in a rational thinking manner, that they won't sit there and go, oh, so we need to come in agreement with this one because I am way out balance here.
There was a buddy told me a story not long ago. Like there was a party that Crystal and some of her friends went to for like Pride, and they threw an event for Pride and had protesters at it and everything. And John went up to one of them, and the guy was a religious protester and was like, hey, so what's your problem with this? And the first page of the Bible, it says that if you have a problem with something in terms of your religious beliefs, that you need to have evidence to support it.
Yeah.
And the guy just kind of shut down and was like, all right, I don't got shit, and just like left. Because he was just like, all right, I can't stay here and keep yelling. I'm dumb.
Yeah, and that's where I get it. Like those people, like you see those people you see that similar for a Proud Boy. All you are is drumming. Those people, you can't tell me those people aren't getting paid to fucking just drum up fucking entertainment value on the news. These people are getting paid by the news to drum up entertainment value in certain cities. And then the dumb people, and I'm not saying that all people are dumb, but they are special occasions where some people are extremely dumb and they believe everything they see on the shit box that they sit in front of every day.
Yeah.
And they can't come up with their own opinion. All they are is recycling opinions or recycling it. And it's like, stop doing that. Get outside, talk to your neighbor, talk to a stranger. Ask a stranger how their day is going. And then do yourself a favor. Shut the fuck up and listen. And you'll learn something, I guarantee it. That's all I'm saying about it. And then when you see that punish or something, that's when I turn off the news. I'm like, you know what? This is just bullshit. That's where I was going with that. It's all bullshit.
Here's my take on this. It's pretty simple, really. You don't like something, don't watch it. Don't go out of your way. Like for your pride thing, for example, like why are you going to take the time out of your day to go down there and protest it? Like, I understand that's your right to protest. Okay. But if you don't like it and you don't agree that, why fucking go? You know what I mean? Yeah. Those people aren't hurting anything. They're celebrating themselves. Bonus, more fucking power to you.
Like a community center and everything.
You don't like McDonald's? Don't eat there. Don't bitch about the people that decide to go there for dinner. Do you see what I mean? Like,
and here's another thing.
Just don't. So, in other words, someone's gonna bitch to the point about McDonald's because they don't like it and it's bad for you enough to where the McDonald's will be like, "Oh fuck, we have to close." You know, here's the cancel shit. I don't like. You don't like it? Stay away from it. Don't do it. Don't listen to it. Don't watch it. Don't eat it. Don't drink it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Here's another thing I wish people would learn. You're the person. Like, if I call Jamie a cocksucker right now, Jamie could be like, okay, or yeah, I sucked a dick once, or he could be like, and get fucking angry. Because you know why? But Jamie's not going to be mad at me for calling him a cocksucker because you know why? Jamie knows that he's the one that gives words power. If that makes sense, right, Jamie? Like, I think because I think that was an instillment that he learned from his dad, and then I have taught our kids, and I've taught you're the person who gives words power. If someone calls you a derogatory slang like the F word or the N word or
like weight.
Mm-hmm. Or like what?
Weight.
Yeah.
Like if you're overweight or if you're skinny, you know, I mean.
Yeah, I'm the one who gives words power.
You know,
don't. So whatever, go fuck yourself. You know.
Okay.
That's how I think of it.
We need a haha.
Oh, need a haha moment. All right, let's find a haha moment. Let's find a ha moment.
Yeah, about 20 something minutes left then.
We can go longer today.
I have to eat.
Okay, we can. You can go eat. It's fine. All right. You like Bridezillas?
No.
You want to make fun of a Bridezilla? So this gentleman wants to know why, if he's the asshole or not. I found this story. So this gentleman was engaged to a young lady, or is engaged to a young lady. I don't know if they're going to get married or not yet. And she goes, "Hey, he had what they call a work wife."
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You had a work husband?
Yeah.
Jamie, you might have a work wife. I'm sure you might. I don't know if you do or not.
We're both have girlfriends, and she's obviously.
But
gay,
I mean, it's like the joke of it.
It's the
like,
joke.
Yeah, exactly. Dad said that one time when we were younger, and both me and Allison kind of looked at each other like, "The fuck."
What does that mean? Yeah. So she had a work wife. Yeah, this guy had like a work wife. So he has a fiance, he's getting married, he's all happy, and his fiance is like, you can't invite her to the wedding. It's gonna be uncomfortable. Right. It's gonna be uncomfortable. I don't like the jokes that are made around the office, stuff like that. He was like, okay, fine, but let me be the one who tells her before I give out the invitations to the other people that I work with, so she isn't uncomfortable.
Yeah, makes sense.
I think that's very respectable, don't you think?
Yeah.
Babe, you think that guy's very nice, right? Well, the fiance was like, okay, and then goes in the day before on his day off, goes into his office to give out invitations to everybody and goes, oh, by the way, you're not invited, in front of everybody.
Oh,
why? I can see my autistic ass doing that though.
To the work wife, and then turns around and storms the fuck out. The fiance comes in the next day to his place of employment, to everyone talking about it, everybody laughing about it, and his work wife completely being a bitch towards him about everything, because they have to work. Obviously, this relationship's fractured. Do you think the fucking bride went over the line?
I think so. The bride or him?
Do you think the bride, like, he's pissed?
So
like,
the bride came in and
the bride went in and did this. The bride walked in on his day off.
I thought you said the groom walked in on his day off.
The bride went in on his day off.
Then yeah, she is way out of line.
And handed out and then look and like got everyone around and was like, you're invited. You're invited. Uh-oh, out of invitations. You're not invited. And walked out. To him to walk into, like, you know,
the next day he walked in and shit's like crazy.
Happening at the place of employment that we met.
I know.
Oh, how?
That's a good one. Jesus.
How out of bounds do you think that bride is? Like, and what do you think he should do? He's just like, I don't know if I want to marry you right now. He is pissed. I don't blame him.
Okay, she seems completely insecure. Number one, you know, I mean, you're getting married to the guy. You know that he has somewhat of a work relationship with this person, but he's still marrying you. So why I don't understand the whole you can't be there. Like, I don't get that part.
I guess because she's jealous of the work wife and their relationship was the thing that she said. She was like,
at least she knew about it.
Yeah, she knows about it.
I mean, if
she was like,
he's hiding it, that'd be something different.
And she was like,
that was a bitch move just because she could.
Yeah. But that's a flex though. That's a strong flex. Like how, like that's a flex, man. That's a Hulk flex. To go into your fiance's place of employment, hand out invitations to your wedding in a spectacle as a
one,
and it would be like, oh, sorry, all out of invitations. Oopsie.
It's just childish,
like,
if you ask me. Thank you.
That's a cunta move right there. That's a big cunta move. Is cunta a word?
No, you just made it into one though.
Well,
so is he marrying her or not?
I don't know. He was like, that's how it ended. He was like, I don't know if I want to get married or not. I don't blame him. Would you marry her, James?
Like, Jesus, that's a lot.
I think that is a glimpse of things that are going to come.
That is only going to get worse.
If he's engaged to her, he's had to been with her for a little while. You think he would have kind of seen how she would fill out that situation?
Do you think that was the first time she flexed like that, or do you think that is because that's a strong flex? If that's a first flex on a fiance. That's a strong
Like, I
first
can
flex.
already see Crystal fighting a girl for like that was flirting with me in front of her.
There's a difference between someone flirting in front of you and then inviting someone that you have a working friendship with to your wedding.
Yeah.
There's a
Exactly.
huge difference there.
Okay. Here's how my wife handled this situation one time. And I don't even know if she's going to remember this story I'm going to tell.
Oh, God.
When we first got married, I got hockey tickets because the place I worked at had 4 season tickets to the St. Louis Blues.
Yeah.
So I got the company tickets to go to a hockey game. So I took my wife, her uncle Dave, and my father-in-law to a hockey game, and they were great seats. So me and we go to the game, and me and Uncle Dave are standing in line to get beer. There are 2 ladies standing, or 2 or 3 ladies standing in front of us. I can't remember if it was 2 or 3. Do you know what I'm talking about right now? And I'm standing there, and me and Dave are standing there, and I am already half in the bag at this time. And I'm a very loud person. If you don't know,
It's true.
if you've never met me before out in public, I'm loud. Sorry, not sorry. Go fuck yourself. You don't like it. And I am holding court over the first period of shit hockey that we just watched, if you don't remember. And the young ladies that are standing in front of us are losing their mind laughing because I am going up to them. Dave's laughing. I am just holding court. And I didn't even realize it, but one of the young ladies, and I had to be told this. So this is my wife's words. One of the young lady goes, "Oh my God." And if you're watching on YouTube, you can see, or Rumble or wherever this is, you're watching on video. You see the young lady go, "Oh my God, you're so funny. Let me buy you a shot." And I go, "Okay." And she goes, "Who's this?" I'm like, "Oh, this is my Uncle Dave." She goes, "I'm buying him a shot too." And me and Dave are like, "That's fucking awesome. Let's do this." And Dave's like, "Fuck yeah, man." I'm like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, Dave." So we're fucking drinking. We're sitting there talking. And not even 4 seconds later, my wife shows up out of nowhere, smacks me on the ass, grabs me by the back of my head, kisses me in the greatest way possible, and goes, "Yes, I will take a drink," and stares these bitches down and walks off. And all of a sudden, those nice young ladies just went and turned their heads because they noticed Mama had claws and goes, "Here's your shot," and doesn't even do the shot with me, just walks off. Do shot. And I looked at Dave and I went, "Did that just happen?" I'm like, did I do something wrong? And Dave goes, I don't, and Dave's frozen, stoned. Dave is, you think I am a loss for words? Dave is going, I don't know what happened. Just looking at me. And I'm like, I feel like I'm in trouble. And I didn't do anything wrong. Dave goes, "Hey, man, the only thing I remembered was you were making fun of Jackman, and we were all laughing about it. And that lady offered to buy you a shot. That was it." I went, "So nothing." I went, "I'm okay, right?" He goes, "I think so." And I turned around, and my father-in-law is sitting there. And if you can see, my shirt is red, and it's like cardinal red. That's the color of his face. And she is toe tapping me. And I'm like, "What did I do?" Wife goes, "Nothing." Dave goes, "He didn't say anything weird." Then she goes, "She touched him." I went, "She did what?" And she goes, "She touched him." And Dave goes, "Who touched him?" She goes, "The blonde." And we go, "Oh my God." And go, "Oh, okay." And we're like, "Second period," and go down. That was the end of the conversation. I didn't talk to her about it until 2 fucking goddamn weeks later because I was afraid of my life. I was like, "Hey, baby, remember the hockey game the other day?" She's like, "Yes." why did you scare all of us? And she's like, she touched you. And I'm like, I don't even think she touched me. She goes, I watched it. She touched you. And I went, okay. She's like, she looked at me dead in the eye. James, look at me. See me right now. I want everyone to look at me. She looked at me dead in the eye and went, don't let it happen again. Hey, that's what you got to look forward to, big guy. Stuff like that. Oh, and this happened earlier this week. You ready for this? I tweeted this out if you follow us on Twitter. I walked up. I got up early in the morning. I was like, you know what? I'm going to cuddle with my wife. I just wanted to cuddle with my wife. So I get up in the morning. I cuddle with my wife. I just want to cuddle. That's it. I didn't even want sex. I didn't even have a partial morning wood hard on, if you know what I'm saying. Just want to cuddle.
He's
I'm sweating. Just want to cuddle. I cuddled with my wife, put my head down. We had like 10 seconds of bliss until I heard these words. Do you know a girl named Janelle?
Who's Janelle, John?
I went, I know a few Janelles, and I do. I know a few. I know one Janelle that lives in St. Louis. She was married with a couple of kids. I know a couple that live out of state. I know a few Janelles. And I'm gonna let everyone know right now, I like to live dangerously, because if you're watching, I'm an arm distance of my wife. And I was, mind you, cuddling, spooning with my wife when this story happened.
John, I have a question real quick.
Yes, sir.
Do you like to be Little Spoon?
Every once in a while, it is nice to be little spooned.
Crystal doesn't get that. Doesn't understand why I like being Little
It-
Spoon so much.
It's a comfort. If I'm laying and if I'm having a bad day and you see me like in a fetal, like if you know, like, you know, and my wife comes in and like little and like these big, it is a comfort feeling. It is a very nice comfort feeling. I'm just saying, I agree with you. It's a comfort. Sometimes I just dream about Chris Hemsworth swaddling me.
Oh my God.
That's how I think about it.
Oh.
All right. So as we're laying there, who is Janelle? I'm like, I know a few. So my wife goes, I had a dream that you cheated on me and left me and the podcast because she knows how much I love this podcast, for a woman named Janelle. And I'm going to let you know something. She was ugly.
Oh.
By the way, I'm going to let everyone.
Had one of those moments, Andrew.
By the way, I want to let everyone know I was up for an hour already. It already had at least one bowl of marijuana in my system, so I was pretty comfortable.
I would have
with my
started
morning.
laughing so hard.
Nope. Not John. Not John showed patience and calm and calamity.
I wasn't even mad. Like,
But this is
you make it out like I wanted to beat the
Nope.
fuck out of you.
Nope, because this is where things went off the rail. Because she was all joking and happy. She was like, oh, I had this dream again. She wasn't being crazy about it. This is the part where it went off the rails. And it's all my fault. And I deserve all the wrath that is coming towards me on this. And that came towards me. My comment was, can you do me a favor and just make my mistresses hotter in your dreams? Like, make sure I'm cheating up. I don't want ever to think I'm downgrading. Just at least look at the mistress and be like, I get it. One of those moments. That's what I'm asking. And
At least be jealous for a
at
reason.
least be jealous for a reason. Like, exactly. It didn't happen. That didn't go that way. I got elbowed in the gut and chased out of the bedroom. That was the end of Spoon, and that was the end of my calamity. And I deserve that because, well, I'm a fucking asshole.
My dreams here lately have been like super crazy, like very vivid, reoccurring.
Yeah, she was like,
a reoccurring dream. Like I can stop it. I can wake up. This is no shit. Like I can wake up. I'll go back to sleep and continue where it left off. Like I used to be
I
able to do
wasn't
that.
laughing at you. Last night I had a dream that the queso sauce that we just got ran out, and I was so fucking pissed.
Now these are like weird fucking dreams. Like we were in a Aztec fucking pyramid type thing that part of it was underwater and we had to find a special key to open this fucking secret door and shit.
What the fuck?
I don't know. But I had that same dream twice. And that it's just shit has carried. I'm like, wow, like no wonder why I don't sleep, because apparently when I do sleep, it's fucking shit is insane. Yeah, I wake myself up, be like, all right, I don't want to dream this anymore. I go back to sleep. It's the same fucking thing. I'm like,
I just smoked last night, so I had munchies in my dreams. So I was like, I want some chips with this queso sauce. And it was out, and I was so pissed. Like I was fucking.
So did you wake up and like run to the fridge, make sure it was still there?
I checked it this morning when I woke up. I was like, is it still there?
You're like, yes.
oh, I just had a panic attack because I just thought about the cookies that are upstairs. I might go steal one here in a minute. And I'm like, oh my God, Rosie. And I'm like, wait, she's downstairs. I don't want her to eat them.
They're in the
Anyways.
microwave anyway.
Oh, thank God.
I still have to make the rest of them.
Ooh.
And I think the oven is still on.
Oh, shit.
so-
Oh, why don't you run upstairs? We'll take a pause real quick because take another pause real quick.
7, babe. Why don't you just?
Oh no, because I have more things I want to talk about. We got more things to talk about.
Yeah, we got some stories still.
Yeah, we have stories and everything. So relax, and we're gonna do this. I gotta pause. I have to use the restroom. We'll be right back.
Hit.
All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I had to take a quick time out.
He's got a fucking
This will be
gnat
a
bladder.
long one.
I do. I mean, my fucking drinking bladder ain't nearly as large as it used to be. All right.
Gonna keep going with you at the joint hour. We're just in the mood to podcast, so we're just gonna keep.
We're
going
just gonna
after.
keep. Yeah, we're gonna record another one and
Knock it out. Whatever.
knock it out. All right. I want to give you two. There's one. We're gonna talk about the major headline of the week just to show the hypocrisy of the craziness of the world, and then I'm gonna give you guys. You guys want to talk about sex or you guys want to talk about dumb criminal or a dumb criminal?
We need dumb shit. We need dumb funny stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not dumb criminal, but how about a dumb policy, like a weird policy? It's a weird. Let's see how weird of a policy, and I want to see what you guys think of this.
All right.
So in the wonderful city, and I love this city. It used to be so gorgeous. Of San Francisco. Love it. I got family that lives there. I love San Francisco. It's great. They're going to try to do they're going to pay criminals not to shoot people.
What?
What do you mean?
They're going to start paying criminals not to shoot people $300 a month.
It said would be criminals. So like if I went up to whoever this person is, like, man, today's the day I'm gonna fucking shoot somebody, and they're gonna be like, oh, don't do that. Here's $300. Is that how that fucking works?
I'm pretty sure if you have a history or something like this, I'm pretty sure the way I read this, and someone's going to go through and correct me on this, and I'm going to.
Oh, and it's going to be funded by fucking taxpayers' money.
Yeah.
Oh, you can suck it on that one.
It'll be state money.
Taxpayers' money as well as donations and a possible grant.
Yeah. So if you enter the database and all this and put your name down and you don't shoot anybody that month, you will get $300.
You can still keep your gun, but
Don't shoot anybody. Why does he sound like Tyler Durden laughing? But yeah, just don't shoot anybody.
Good about it.
Don't shoot anybody and you'll get $300. How the fuck you sound like I haven't shot anybody this month? Do I get $300? How fucking crazy, dude? This is also the same city that said you can steal whatever you want for less than $900. They're not going to prosecute you. Have you not seen the Walmarts inside of San Francisco that have the frozen food department chained up? Because then you have to go and get them, tell an employee, like, hey, I want 2 frozen pizzas, and then you have to pay for them like you're buying a fucking TV out of the electronics department. This is their idea. This is their idea to fucking help people to stop shooting people. Let me give you $300.
Stupid policy. There's my opinion.
I can't do it no more. It's crazy. Mr. McQuett, you haven't shot anybody this week. Here's $300 for being a good boy. A month.
And do you think there's gonna be a flip eventually with all this shit going on?
If somebody
Like,
is
it's-
going
Sooner or later, it's going to have to correct course, right? I just hope that we don't overcorrect. Because
Yeah.
because we can't overcorrect here. We have
We
to,
gotta be slow with it, but like
we can't have Texas abortion bills here. All right. That's a weird bill, by the way.
like there is so many people that don't know even at 6 weeks.
It's a grain of rice. But the grain of
Like,
rice. Here,
There is so
here's
if you're on any kind of birth control, you're not gonna know at 6 weeks.
here's
You're not
the
gonna have
here.
your period.
Here's the weird thing is you can get. Did you read it? And I'm not going to get into politics or anything like that. And I just think
It
it's a
is
weird thing. It's like
Ridiculous.
it's not
And
that. It's
purely
not.
just religious based and all
No.
that.
Here's what it is. Go back and read it. It's not what you think it is. It's you can get an abortion after 6 weeks. They're just going to go after the person that drove you and the company that gave you the abortion.
Yeah, that's still fucked.
It's still fun. I get it. I understand it. And but it's a workaround. It also is a workaround. Listen, if you don't know politics and how shit works, it's just a fucking workaround from the fucking because they want to redo Roe versus Wade. And I get it.
I don't
And I
think
don't-
they should.
But I get they want, and there's holes in Roe versus
There's
Wade.
holes in
and I get it.
everything.
But there's holes in it.
But-
and this is the workaround to fill the holes.
Again, with the if you don't like it, don't do it.
Exactly.
If
And
if you are anti-abortion and you become pregnant, there's other options. Okay.
Yeah.
There really is. If you are pro-choice, pro-life, whatever. If you don't want to get an abortion, don't get one. If you were raped by your
How-
second uncle down the line and you want to get an abortion, then you should have the right to do so. That's it. That is it.
Yep.
You're not going to fucking prosecute the person that drove me. You're not going to prosecute the Planned Parenthood or wherever the fuck I went to get said abortion. But it should be a choice. It should be her choice. And if they're a couple and something's wrong,
what
it should be
happened-
their choice.
I'm sorry.
But fuck, for God's, just let it go.
What happened to mind your business?
Thank you. Like, seriously, mind your fucking business. If Sally over there went and got an abortion, that has
Here.
nothing to do with me.
Let me
Nothing to do with me. It doesn't affect my daily life. That's her choice. She will have to live with said choice for the rest of her life, regardless.
Yeah, that's, I think, the
Regardless.
point. It's like people act like they're just going and doing this and then going to the club the same night. It's like, no, these people go home
No.
and struggle with this.
Some people, yeah, there are some people that go home and struggle with the decision that they just made. And my heart goes out to those people because it was either a tragedy that they got pregnant or it's a tragedy why they have to abort this pregnancy. And those are those people that my heart will go out to, and I will never, ever, ever mind your business. But the lady who has the t-shirt that says, I've had 21 abortions. Did you see this?
Yeah.
That lady, I hope someone karate kicks you off a fucking bridge.
See that right there, that chick needs to have her fucking uterus taken out. There are so many people that would kill to have a child that can't. And you're making, again, if that was your decision, keep it to yourself. Why do you have to fucking advertise it?
Once again,
Why does anybody have to advertise what they do? Hey, by the way, I went to Steak and Shake today. You know, you're Ken's fast food. I'm fucking sorry. God damn. Who gives a shit? Like whatever the five people that live in this house is my main concern.
Here's my thing is, why do people,
Jamie, if you wanted to go out in your yard and fucking jack off, dude, more power to you. Like that does not affect
do
me.
me a favor.
God.
Don't put up a privacy fence because I don't want to see it.
Don't get caught.
Don't, yeah, you know what I mean? Like the lady masturbating on the beach in fucking Florida or Georgia.
But if you wanted to have sex with a couch, that's your fucking
prerogative.
prerogative. It's your choice. That affects me none. None. I just don't want to sit on it after. But dude,
everybody has just everyone has a niche. If you want to fuck the couch, fuck the couch. There's someone who wants to watch you fuck the couch. Put it in the category that says, "Hey man, I want to watch a XYZ female male fuck a couch." Then
Go
put
for
it in that cat. Then you go and everything should have its own category.
Just
and
mind
stop
your fucking business. If
That's
you
it.
don't like I said, it's not fucking hard. You don't like it, don't do it. Don't look at it. Don't talk about it. Don't fucking smoke it if you don't like it. But don't bash on the ones that make that choice. Like it's your choice. That's freedom.
And
I don't give a fuck. Like I don't care. Like
at that point. Okay.
Don't care.
Sorry.
You want to fucking identify as a goddamn rodeo clown, then so be it. That more power to you. That doesn't affect me at all. So I'm not going to create some fucking big ass thing. We need to ban all rodeo clowns now. Brr, I'm offended by you. Fuck off. Just let it go. Christ. I'm over it. I am so fucking over it. And if you think about it, this shit started a long ass time ago. Like when Beavis and Butthead were out, people fucking rampaged about that show. Oh my God, they need to take it off the air because my little Tommy set fire to a carpet because Butthead was like, fire, hey. Don't let your kids fucking watch it. Jesus Christ.
That was the beginning of TV racing kids. And that's a whole different subject that I don't even want to fucking get down to.
I don't. But mind your biz.
I don't. It's so. Here's another thing: is I don't get why people want to shit on people's happiness. Like if Jamie's like, I like to take a shit in a bucket and then take that shit out and then jerk off with it.
Cool, dude.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I mean. Like,
hey man,
partly
great.
that goes into like the coming out videos and shit like that. Like, I just don't understand that shit. Because for me, it's like I've never had to explain to my parents because for me, I'm an open book, and if they find out or if I tell them that I kissed a dude or did some weird shit or anything, like they don't give a fuck. And I understand that I have a comfortable household, but even if you don't have a comfortable household with that stuff, what the fuck is the point of, hey, let me set up a camera and at Thanksgiving come out to 12 of my family members and be like, hey, I'm gay. I know it bothers half of you, but here, like, no, just like go on and live your life. Like,
exactly.
Just
like,
do you
be happy and be happy with your decisions.
Yeah, exactly.
Ahead,
like that's all
like,
it needs to be.
Yeah, like like I love my wife, and I'm going to use as an example as 100, and I'm going to use an example, and this is why I can use an example because she knows it will never happen because she's watched me just yell weird things to get rid of out of an awkward conversation, and I'll get that in a minute. What the
hell?
I have no idea what that was. If you heard that, I'm sorry. What
happened?
Do you have a call or something?
All of a sudden, a Skype call. I just got a Skype call coming through. So if you heard that, I apologize. We're in the middle of recording here. Like if you make out with a weird and random person, that was your decision to make that word. Like if you cheat, that's your decision to make. You made those decisions to cheat.
Yeah.
Own your decisions.
Yeah.
You got there for a reason. You made those decisions. Be happy with those decisions. Now, if I cheated my wife, I'm going to be like, fuck, I made a terrible decision, and I'm going to own that decision. Own your decisions and be happy with your decisions. That's what I always want to get down to. You know what I mean? No, whether it's right,
owning that happy
wrong,
shit all by yourself.
Exactly. And I would be alone on a major island because there would be a lot of friends that would disown me that I've known for years.
I don't play that like, oh, it won't happen again game.
No,
Like,
yeah.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
And that's why I would never cheat. And this is brought up in a conversation that of a podcast I watched earlier of something we're about ready to switch transfer over to. And it'll be the last thing we'll talk about, and we'll wrap it up.
Food. And
that's where you're going to leave, and got it. So I was watching Two Bears, One Cave earlier this week, and this is why it's getting brought up again. It'll get brought up later. And Dr. Drew was on there. I don't know if you watched it. Dr. Drew and Bert was on there. Bert Kreischer. It's Bert Kreischer's Tom Segura's. But anyways, so Dr. Drew was on there. And Bert said something about cheating. He goes, I can never cheat because once I cheat, the floodgates open. I will always be a cheater with this woman. There would be no going back.
Nope.
Dr. Drew goes, I'm the same way. That's how I know I would never cheat on my wife. He goes, that's how I know. He goes, because if I ever did cheat on my wife, I knew it'd be gone, and I would never want to ruin what I have. And Bert goes, yep, I'm the exact same way. You okay?
My bad. Yeah.
I'm the same way. I've been in a conversation getting drinks at a bar and happened to bump into a female and had that awkward exchange. And she's like, and she would go into the conversation to start flirting. And I'd be like, I'm fucking married. And just make a fucking weird scene and run away. And she's watched me do it. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, we got in this conversation. I think she started to flirt with me. And I just want to make sure that
I'm also not an
you're not
insecure
person. You're not. But I'm such a fucking hey man, this is where I stand in this shit.
I'm kind of like Jamie. Like I'm an open book. Like if something bothered me, if something, if I did something crazy, I'd be like, hey, guess what?
Yeah.
If you put me in a situation where I was uncomfortable, everybody in that fucking room would know about it.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. But I will do things just to like. I don't want anything. I want to know where everywhere. This is where I stand. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Like, if like my wife's friend walked in, like she has certain friends, they walked in and sat on my lap, or gave me a kiss, she'd be like, whatever. That's Amanda. That's Michelle. That's whatever. He's known that person since they were 4. She knows who those people are. Mm-hmm. Those people listening know who those people are. But that's how I am. Just be happy with your decision. That's all. You make the decision, be happy with it.
There's always a line you cross with shit like that.
Yeah. All right. So let's get into the hot topic button of this fucking week, huh? Shall we? This will be the last thing we get into, and we'll fucking go, and we'll go away.
All over the fucking place, and it doesn't make sense if you fucking read 3
So let's talk about Joe Rogan. We have to talk about Joe. We are a indie podcast. We don't have any fucking sponsors. We get all of 35 listeners a week, and we appreciate all 35 of you.
Woot woot.
We love you. We adore you. Sissy Johnson's our number 1 fan, and we are her number 1 fan because we love and adore her, and Sal and fucking Amber Keaton. We love you too. Nikki, I can name them off. I can start naming off all 35. We love Nick.
Have you seen Earl Grey anywhere?
Who?
A name Earl.
No.
At all on there.
No, not yet. So, have not. So, Earl, we heard you. You too. We love you too.
Joe Rogan.
But Joe Rogan, number 1, he gets 11 million viewers a week.
Oof.
He averages 44 million. He averages the Super Bowl a month in viewership. CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, all the major would jerk off for his numbers. And he started off as a joke like us, and that's fine. And Joe
We
Rogan,
start off watching Two Girls, One Cup.
Oh,
That's like one of his first internet videos of like.
yep. And then he had the fleshlight. He'll tell you about it, and he'll tell you he's an idiot. And he's yeah, he'll tell you. So he caught COVID. Man, the fucking internet erupted and talk about splitting the internet in half.
Yeah, like fucking hell. People just being like, I want him to get sick. I hope he dies from it. And like just saying horrible shit about it.
There was nobody in the middle. You were either on one side and my wife might be the only person that was in the middle.
pretty much.
It was insane. And like for me, I have a weird spot with Joe Rogan because I don't listen to it unless the guest is someone that I want to listen to.
Yeah.
And
Makes
stuff
sense,
like
though.
that. Like
So
I don't
you listen-
get,
you-
like,
so you
I'm
listen-
not a diehard fan. Like I'm religious about Your Mom's House and Tom Segura stuff.
So
But
you
other
listened
than
to
that,
the one that just came out yesterday
Yeah, I already watched that. Yeah.
with Rogan.
Yeah, the Tom Segura one, I already watched that.
So because
But,
he
like, Joe
had
Rogan,
Tommy Buns on it.
I
So-
could care less, but it was like watching people say, "I hope he gets sick" and all
That's
that.
fucked up,
ridiculous
dude.
shit. It's
Why
like,
do you
what
wanna-
the fuck is wrong with you?
And here's like, why do you want to see someone die?
And like for me, I wouldn't have fucking cared about the medicine he took unless Dr. Drew said something about it anyways. So he's talked about it and it was he was kind of
real quick.
supportive of it and stuff like that. And
So for the people who might not listen to Joe Rogan, so Joe Rogan caught COVID. People lost their mind. A lot of people went, "Hey man, I hope you get better real quick." Much prayer, stuff like that. And then the other half, actually, I would say the louder half, because I think we can all agree it's a louder half. We're hoping that he would catch it and die. I would never want to see shit like that on anybody, much less someone that I've never met in my entire life and who has no idea who the fuck I am in the first place.
All because he has difference of opinion with
Because he
things?
has a difference of opinion and you don't like the way he puts shit.
Again.
And the weird thing is, and if you really sit down and listen to Joe Rogan, or if you talk to your neighbor, or if you sit down and listen or fucking actually had a original thought, he is just the loudest thinking middle person out there. He is a middle person that has made it, that has fuck you money. And he has stayed in the middle. He's just like, yeah, we need to figure out something to do this, and we need to do.
It's so weird because
it's weird
with the medicine stuff. This isn't the first time. He did the stem cell stuff years ago.
Yeah,
he did shit during Fear Factor for his health, just to be like, yeah, let's see if this works.
Yeah, so he is like,
and all this stuff, and it's like, if I had the opportunity, I'd be doing the same shit. Like, duh. Like, what do you mean? Every celebrity, I'm sure, takes fucking human growth hormone and all this.
Whatever. Or whatever.
And like, not everyone tells the world about it.
Do you think Tom Cruise hasn't aged 5 years in 50 or 50,
what?
Without taking something? Come on, are you out of your goddamn mind?
Like, if I had the opportunity, I'd do it too.
Who fucking cares if he did? It's him.
Isn't it?
Dude, if Tom Cruise wants to look 30 for the rest of his fucking life, more power to you, dude.
Exactly.
Cruise on.
Here's the thing so Rogan caught COVID, people lost their minds. Rogan hasn't taken the vaccine yet because his vaccine got canceled because he was going to take the vaccine that you got.
Ooh.
And it got pulled the day of.
Yeah.
So he was going to do it the day after you got your shot, supposedly.
Okay.
Has said, hey, and has a stance because I would say Joe Rogan is a health expert.
I would say he's a very healthy aged man. I don't know is he middle-aged?
He's in his 50s.
Okay,
53.
So he is a very healthy middle-aged man.
Expert or guru, but like
I would say would you say a health guru, almost to a health expert because he does the research and he has
how
talked
fantastic fungi explained amateur. I would say that.
Yeah.
So okay, there you go.
he's a very healthy individual. So
Yeah,
like he
knows
takes
a
care
lot,
of
but it's
himself.
from his own research. And
Correct.
Stuff like
Exactly.
So
So he
amateur.
is,
Yeah.
and I would say he's the canary in the mine cavern
that. Yeah.
when it comes to this floating
And
DMT
that's what
shit
I mean.
like that,
He's always been willing to try new shit and just be like, let's see
Yeah.
if it works.
and see if it works. So when he caught COVID, he went on his Instagram page and was like, "Hey, I took X, Y, and Z. One of them being a drug that we cannot say on for or because our YouTube this would get pulled from YouTube, and it begins with an I.
Yeah,
Okay.
the I word.
The I word.
But
The eye
yeah,
medicine.
like,
the eye medicine.
there's a lot of countries that have endorsed it, and like
Here-
even
so, okay.
Japan has endorsed it, and all
If
this
you don't know,
stuff.
so it's the so if you
it's
live in the
so
United
weird.
States, if you're listening to this, it's the horse dewormer. So it's an active ingredient in a horse dewormer. It won the Pulitzer Prize or whatever in 2015 because of it's a very good drug against parasites. Excuse me. You know what I mean? So it has cured river blindness. It has cured lice. It has cured, it has cured multiple things. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to ask two questions to two people that probably listen to the news offhandedly like 60% of the nation. Have you heard about how COVID has gone through Mexico City, which is the 5th largest city in the world?
No, I have not.
And have you heard how COVID has ravaged Africa?
Nope.
No.
Here's where my whole entire theory comes in.
No, please enlighten me.
I am
Don't say the I word though.
fucking over it. I'm over it. So therefore, I don't watch it.
Yeah.
Like I know.
I think everyone's tuned out about
I
it.
know they're gonna report it. I know it's real. I know it has affected a whole fuck ton of people. I know people have died from it. That's sad. I get it. But I'm not gonna watch or read anything about it because I personally, am completely fucking over it.
Yeah, like I live in my little bubble.
Exactly.
Of like
Yeah.
learning about computers and
And
just
I
I
am
think
done with it.
a lot of people are.
I hate it when someone starts fucking talking about it. I nope. Because you're always gonna butt heads. with
Here
it.
is the crazy thing, and here's why, and I don't get why. Here it is. Joe Rogan got COVID, and 3 days later was like, I'm okay. Whatever.
no,
I'm
it was
fine.
like the next day.
And he was like, I'm fine. It was like he said like 3 days. He goes, dude, this is how I felt. And he was like, 3 days later, I was fine. He goes, I did X, Y, and Z. Like if and knock on wood, I have not caught COVID yet, knock on wood. If I caught COVID, I would have walked to my doctor and be like, hey man, whatever Joe Rogan got, just give me that.
Yeah.
Like, let's hit that with it. And let's see if, and I'm not going to lie, because to watch this dude who's completely fit and takes care of his body walk and be like, or you can watch Oscar De La Hoya, who is double vaccinated, who is in peak position or physical.
The guy that went like brain dead from it or something.
No, look, Oscar De La Hoya is a boxer. He's in the middle of training for a fight. He's an old school boxer. Who's double vaccinated, and he is in his he looks like he's on his deathbed. He's just like laying in a hospital bed. He's like, I'm so sick. This is
It's gonna affect
people in other
differently.
ways. But you're also looking at Rogan, who's like, I did this.
Well, he's
And-
also a healthy guy that takes care of himself.
And
That could have his XYZ could have helped him do it better. It could have been his fucking health. If I got it versus if you got it, I'd be
I know.
fucked
Oh, I guarantee
because
that.
I am immunocompromised. Like we know this. So if
I know.
I got it, I'd be sick as fuck.
Yeah, but to watch Oscar De La Hoya, who's in his
Maybe
is
his
fit and
body
he was,
couldn't fucking fight it off.
man, it's crazy.
Who knows?
But And it's hard to explain like the weird numbers. Like, look what's going on in Israel. They're 80% vaccinated and they have the biggest spike since COVID started.
Because it is a virus.
And it's just like, this is all crazy.
Okay.
Let's all just fucking.
Viruses mutate. They change. That's why you get a flu shot every year, because there's different variants of the flu. This is going to be different. It's going to be the same virus, but it's going to morph. So you could have a pain in your ear and go to the doctor and get tested. Oh, fuck, you have COVID. So there you go.
Yep.
Just take care of yourself. If you choose to get vaccinated, do it. If you don't want to, don't. Take some vitamins. Just take care of yourself. Don't fucking harp on one or the other for doing so.
If you want to wear a mask, wear a mask. If you don't want to wear a mask, don't wear a mask.
Yeah.
Just do me a favor. Eat leafy greens. Take vitamins. Get out in the sun. Exercise. And take care of yourself. And then I think
and don't
by
worry about
you
what
taking,
everybody else is
I think
doing.
if people took care of themselves, it would take care of everybody.
No,
if
because
everybody
now it's everyone's worried about, well, you need to protect me. I don't need to fucking do shit.
Yeah, that's the problem. And they're like, oh, wear a mask and get vaccinated for your neighbor.
Yeah,
well,
no.
what about if I took care of myself, got healthy, boost my immune system so I wouldn't get sick? Or if I did get sick, it would kill it real quickly and wouldn't pass it on to someone else. Wouldn't that be doing the same thing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You do you.
You do you. Everyone be happy. Everyone
Kudos to
smoke a
Joe
joint. Everyone
Rogan
get a
for
joke.
getting
And I'm
healthy
happy
and
Joe
better.
Rogan is back.
And that's just
But the weird thing
for people to be like, I want him to die.
But the weird thing is the I word and how they are banning it. And then how Dr. Drew, this has been a drug that's been around for years. And then Dr. Drew's on Two Bears in One Cave going, I've been prescribing this for years. And he went, hey, what Joe Rogan did, I did the exact same thing. Here's the difference. Rogan did it on day 1. I did it on day 5. And that kept me out of the hospital on day 6. Rogan did it on day 1. He goes, I checked it all off. And Dr. Drew's like, I did everything. I agree everything that he did. And I will do it again if I ever catch this again.
Because
that's exactly what he did.
It's experimental. That's
what the I word? I word's a generic drug.
But that whole
it's free
thing
basically.
The whole I don't know.
Yeah, and same with the stem cell stuff that's going on right now, but all that still has positive results. But
but there are people that flip shit over that.
Yeah,
and don't look at the scientific part of it. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, the stem cells do amazing things. Amazing things.
But we're harvesting babies.
That's how someone sees that.
Well, maybe we just can,
So it's okay for you to freeze your embryo until you're ready to have it, but
oh my God, speaking of which,
stem cells, which would save and regenerate parts of bodies and shit like that. I just don't understand.
You're stealing babies, you damn fucking
No, you're really not, but then you have the whole scientific part of it.
It's so ridiculous though. Yeah.
It's just,
and I'm going to say this and then I'm done. Okay. Like the whole vaccine thing, like where the fuck were these people when they weren't vaccinating their kids and no one said shit, boo-hoo or whatever, oh, I refuse to get vaccines. I'm not going to get my kids vaccine because they could end up with autism. Okay. There were scientific studies about that and it's a very small chance.
Possible, yeah.
But possible.
Well, it was all debunked, yeah.
But it is your choice as a fucking parent to do so or not. And my kids are all vaccinated. 2 out of 3 of my kids have chose to get the COVID vaccine. They're adults. That's their decision. Kudos to you guys. You can't have your fucking cake and eat it too. You're going to start screaming about all vaccinations and get your kids the measles, mumps, and rubella, varicella, rubella, fucking do it.
Speaking of it, isn't there a vaccine coming out for like some sort of herpes virus?
No, it's
or
PPV. It's human papillomavirus.
All right, I'm dumb. All right, I'm done.
Yep, same. Done.
We're done. We're done. You know what? To be continued for next week.
No, just mind your fucking business.
Everyone mind their business. Everyone smoke a joint, eat some mushrooms, fucking have that drink, fucking eat the fucking cake, do whatever makes you fucking happy, and don't let anybody shit on that. And if somebody shits on your happiness because that makes them happy, do yourself a favor, karate chop that cocksucker or that cunt in the throat, because that's going to make you feel better. And then everyone around you that's seen that person shit on your happiness should stand up and karate chop that fucking cocksucker or that cunt in the throat again, because nobody should be shitting on anybody's fucking happiness. If you're like, hey man, I think I'm an elephant and I want you to ride on my back, and I'm like, hey big guy,
Sweet.
I don't think you want to carry me. I'm 240 pounds and I'm a big dude, but hey man, you do whatever you want, Raja. Smack you on the ass and send you on your way back on fucking down the way. You do whatever you want and make yourself happy, and then everything else will fall in line. At least that's what I think and I'm hoping for. But I think that's what Buddha said. Probably. All right, Jamie, what do you got? Wrap this motherfucker up.
I don't know. Just let's have a better fucking week.
Fuck, let's do it.
Agreed.
Fuck, no
We'll
shit.
have at least the first sex hotline thing next week.
Oh,
And
yep. We
what?
got to do those too. The sex
Yeah.
hotlines. I forget about those. I got to do some
And
writing.
then just
Running sucks.
_eater on Twitter, and let's get out of here.
All right.
Hey, tomorrow the Halloween sets launch for Color Street.
So
Shit.
when this is released on, I don't even know what fucking today's.
Tomorrow 9/9
Ninth.
at 10:30 a.m.
That's it.
Central Standard Time. All of the Halloween sets will be up and ready, and they're fucking badass.
Ooh,
So,
ooh, ooh,
I need
ooh.
to get some for me and Crystal because we got like a
Color
few
Street
Halloween parties, I think.
.justthetipsandtoes.com. Buy your shit there. Buy 3 get 1 free. All of my Scentsy shit is still hanging out for the Harvest Fest or the Harvest Collection. Got all your Halloween stuff scented with a twist at Scentsy.us. And that's all I got. I'm gonna go eat. So peace.
Deuces. Bye, baby. Love you. All right, everybody. We still have lostlosers.com. We do have the new Halloween hoodies that are out for everybody.
They're awesome.
They are fucking legit. If you haven't seen them, go get one of those. If you spend over $50, if you automatically get 15% off at lostlosers.com. Also, once again, watch it on YouTube. Hit that fucking like button. Hit the subscribe button. Do all that wonderful stuff. If you're listening on fucking Apple Podcasts, please leave us a 5-star review. We do appreciate those because that gets everybody listening to us, and that makes this wonderful little loser community fucking grow bigger, stronger, faster. Because God, it's fucking fun to talk to the people that I do talk to, and the people that do listen. Fuck, we love every single one of you. All right. On that note, I'm a fucking out. Oh fuck, I'm out of here, bitches. Later. Good. Bye.
Bye.